Alright guys, so welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we're just going to be doing a little something different today, guys. I've been doing some home renovations off camera, and I finally did get all the drywall up. So now what I'm going to be focusing on is going room by room and getting the room complete. Whenever I come out the room, it'll be complete and I can go to the next room. So I'm just going to be I got lots of projects, like outside projects too, but we're just going to be focusing on inside because we do need to get this house zipped up, so because we're living in it as I'm doing these projects. So right now my daughter moved out, so that room is vacant, so that's the room we're going to be starting at, and I am making that a office gaming room area. So what I'm going to be doing, building these custom shelving inside the closet, since I don't need that as a closet anymore. So what I did, guys, I just went inside the closet and measured, and then for like I think that closet was 47 inches by 19 and a quarter or 3/8 of an inch. Be a little more precise, and I will check it. Thinking it's 47 by 19 and a quarter. This is plywood that I am repurposing. I'm going to sand it down. I mean, this is good enough for me. This is not a finished grade plywood. This is just what I had that I'm just going to be repurposing, and it's going to look really nice when it's done, guys. So what I did, I created this little shelf here, right there, which will house my video games inside this closet. I do got 2 of the shelving units already up, so we're going to hop in the house and I'll show you how that's looking so far. Okay, so we inside the house, and this is the shelving units that I'm putting in. As you can see, I have an 8-inch rip plywood here that I nailed up, and then shelving, 8-inch plywood, shelving, 8-inch plywood, shelving, and we're just going to continue that process all the way down. And I may stay off the floor a good bit, guys, and for larger collectible items to go down on the floor. But when we get to that point, we'll figure out what we're going to do. I believe each shelf, I counted last night, it's going to house about at least 150 games on one shelf. So I'm thinking I could probably get about 6 or 7 shelves. So that's going to house a pretty good amount of games. So let's get back outside because I need to rip some more 8-inch rips because I already have 2 of the shelvings cut. So let's get out there and get it done. All right, so we back out here at the my little saw workbench. I was gonna say sawhorse, but my sawhorses are over there. This is my little workbench that I built, guys, and this is things coming in clutch. So I don't have 2 cut. I have 1 cut, and then I got 1 marked out. So we're going to get this cut, and we're going to leave 1 for the pattern. We'll go ahead and get this 1 cut. And I have a 8-inch rip right there. I don't think it's quite 8 inches. I think I'll rip down a little bit more off of it, and we're going to get that done. All right, so we got this all sanded down, guys. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. I mean, they're just going to be shelving, and games are going to be on this, so you're not really going to see the imperfections on it. And I kind of dig the imperfections. I'm just that kind of person. But I did take the grinder right here, and I just went around the edges and kind of smoothed out the edges a little bit and knocked down some of the little splintering pieces. I did cut another 8-inch rip, guys, off camera. I'll hop in the room and show you where I'm doing the 8-inch rip, which I'm pretty sure you guys see the concept of the build. But these are the two shelving units, and the closet's a little wonky on the door jambs. This is where it's going to run into the door jamb of the closet, and some of them aren't exactly the same, so I'm going to have to do a little tweaking as I put these shelves in. And all I'm going to do is just put a little mark where, if like it's overhanging a little bit, put a mark there, and then I'll just take my grinder and grind it down until it's seating into the that door jamb perfect. And I'll hop into the room right now and show you what I'm talking about. All right, so we're in the room. This is that rip piece that I've already installed, went ahead and cut. I had to take a 1/2 inch off of this, but I did this off camera. It does have a hole here, but like I said, guys, you're not going to see this once games are there. So I'm cool with it. And it gives it a little character. And all this wood that I'm using is repurposed, this stuff I had, so I don't have to go out and buy this stuff. And I figured this would be a good little place for it to go. As you can see, that's it. I'm going to put me a light up here, guys, because there is a switch. I installed a switch in this closet. Didn't used to have one. I'm going to put maybe like RGB lighting in here, so it'll kind of light it up as well. But this is what I was talking about, the door jamb. So here, some of these haven't been working perfectly with the template that I got cut. So I have to, I just have to do modifications on each shelf as I go down, because the door jamb isn't perfect. So I just tweaking that as we go. I'm going to get the rest of these rips cut, and I'm going to put one here, and I'm going to put one here, guys, to go up to, like, I don't know if y'all can see that. It's kind of dark in here. Let's see if I can. So up here. And then I might put me one more door jamb right here to go up to this point here. As you can see, this one's kind of a little off. So I got to do a little tweaking right here. It's like sticking over. So what I'll do, I'll just take my grinder and just grind that down flat. But it's not too bad, as you can see. But yeah, that's what we're doing. We're going to go ahead and get some more rips, and I have to break down some plywood to get these rips, because all this plywood was shipping crate. So I got to break them down, pull nails out and all that stuff, and get it cleaned up. But yeah, let me know what y'all think so far, guys. We're going to do the rip, put another one in. Like I said, once we get down a little further, I'm not going to be able to get in there and nail. So I might stay off the floor about maybe, I don't know. I'll figure it out when I get there, but that's what we're going to wind up doing. But let's hop back outside, get these rips ripped down, get some more of the shelvings cut. And I don't know, I think I did mention it yesterday, because today is a new day, guys. Each shelf is going to house between, I got like 137 games right now. And it doesn't quite fill one shelf up with the 137 games. So I'm thinking about 150 games. You can house about 150 games per shelf. So And I'm just going to be housing games in here that I'm actually going to play. The newer, like PS4, PS5, maybe some PS3 games. I do have Xbox 360 games here. I've been just picking these up in the wild. I don't know what I'm going to do with those. I don't have an Xbox 360, so we may pick one of those up in the wild one day. But for right now, I'm just going to be focusing on like PS4, PS3. I don't have a PS5, so we might focus on some of them eventually. I don't know. But yeah, that's what we're going to do, guys. And like I said, I just do a little pan around. I got to put a door up here as well. I'm thinking about doing like a saloon door where it's just cut in half and it opens like, swings open in and out like a saloon door. Thinking about doing that. This is the little setup right here that I didn't show you yesterday because my son was in here playing. It's kind of a little dirty because he's sloppy. I always tell him to clean his crap up when he's done, but he never does. But that's that. Like I said, this is just all work in progress right now. I'm not a Duke fan, guys. I just found this in the wild. Thought it was pretty cool. And yeah, there's my games. Got a couple PS1 games. Got some posters that I got from the game store. And yeah, let's hop back outside though and get them rips cut so we can get this done. This process is taking a little bit of time because I got to take all this plywood loose and clean it up. So it's taking a little bit because it's just me working on this project. All right, guys. So this is my scrap wood pile that I got going on. I do have some pallets that a friend of mine gave me from a business that he works at. I don't know what I'm going to do with those, but I'll figure out something with it. But these, as you can see, I got to take all this loose, and they got trim nails in them. And then on the other side, they got a few screws. They got like 4 screws per, I guess, a joist, a plywood joist. I guess that's what you would call that. But this is what it is. They're really dirty. I have to do some work to this stuff. But like I said, I'm only going to be using just a little piece of this for a shelving. So we're gonna get the better part of the wood when we use this stuff. I actually just been using these, not the bigger ones. I figured I needed to get this stuff used up before it really gets too bad, because I didn't cover it up because I didn't know what I was going to do with this stuff. So it was just given to me from a job site that we was building a Starbucks, and this stuff had stainless steel cabinets in them, and I just took them all apart. And we're probably just going to be using these ones because I think this right here, I can get at least 2 shelves out of it and just cut the bad part out. And yeah, but let me go ahead and get some of this stuff over to my saw bench or my workbench, and we'll knock it apart. All right, so we got the piece of plywood over here, guys, getting it ready. As you can see, we got some screws here, and then we got some trim nails as well. I'm not going to bore you guys with taking this apart. I'm just going to have to take my drill, get all the screws all the way around off of it and down this middle. And then I'll flip it over, and I'll just knock this piece of plywood stripping off, and then it'll show the trim nail. And then I'll just come back with my Kleins or 9s, whatever you like to call them, and I'll just pop the trim nails out all the way around. And I'm just going to do that process with this sheet and one more sheet. And I'm not going to show the process just to speed up the process of this video, guys. And then we'll come back, and then we'll take my template and mark 2 pieces here, and we'll cut that out. So give me 1 second get it set up, and I'll see you guys in just a minute after everything is cleaned up and ready to go. Right, so I just got one of the pieces of plywood cleaned up, the little rip pieces off. Like I said, it had screws in it, so we're working on this one over here, guys. I done got the them little rip pieces of plywood off as well, the screws taken out, and once I pried the trim up, or the rip plywood, you're left with these little trim nails sticking out. So instead of using a hammer, guys, this is just a lot easier. Instead of using a hammer trying to beat these down to reveal the trim nail on the other side, that is pointless to do, which I'm pretty sure y'all are smart enough to know not to do that. So that's why I'm using these Kleins or 9s. I'm taking a little piece of plywood right here, and I just slide it up close to where the trim nail is, and then I just put it on there like that, and then I just pry it out just like that, guys. Super easy. As I was prying the rip piece off, I did kind of mess the plywood up here and here, but that's not going to be a big deal because this needs to be cut down to 47 inches. Let me see what we have here. So I need to cut it down to 47 inches like that. So that's going to be cut out anyway. And even if it wasn't cut out, guys, that 8-inch rip that goes up against the wall would hide it like that. So yeah, I thought I'd just share that with y'all with the 9s here. Just take your piece of plywood, and we're just going to go all the way around and take them trim nails out, and then this will be ready to take the template and transfer marks onto this and cut it. And I think we're going to get 2 out of this, and we'll get 2 out of that, so then we'll have 8 shelves ready to go up. All I have to do, guys, is go back over there to my scrap pile and get one of those longer pieces, and then I'll just do this same process again, clean it up, and that'll be for my 8-inch rips. So oh, and I got a bucket over here so I can put all my nails, my trim nails and screws in this, and that way they're not just laying on my ground, because I do drive back here occasionally when I don't want a flat tire. But yeah, let's go ahead and finish that process, and I'll be back with you. All right, so it's done got a little later in the afternoon. It's like evening time now, guys. I had to pause for the calls. But I did get 2 rips cut over there. Got those ready to go. I got that. That's the template. I do have 2 pieces of plywood here ready to be marks transferred onto. And I should be able to get 2 on this one, and then 2 on this one to for 2 shelves. That'll make 5 shelves. So I'm probably not going to be showing you guys the process of doing this again, because it's going to be the same thing again. It's just taking that and just tracing lines onto these boards here, which that will be 4 more shelves. And I'm probably going to need maybe the rest of this ripped down to 8-inch pieces. I probably could get 1, 2, about 3 more rips on this. I'm not really worried about this stuff, guys, because I will sand this down. This will go up against the wall, so you won't see this part. You're going to see the other side of the wood. So I probably won't show you this process, because this process is really tedious, because I got to do all the cleanup, and I already showed you how I'm doing the cleanup on this. For you guys going to get lumber from the stores, you won't have to do this pulling nails and all that stuff. I'm just using this and repurposing this wood But the next process is probably me going to be showing you me completing the project and showing you how it turned out in the room. But yeah. So the next process that I'll probably show you guys is the complete process, finished look inside the room. So let's hop back in there, get these rips cut, get back in there, get everything installed, and then I'll show you guys the end results. All right, so I know I was going to show y'all the finish of the project. This is not finished yet. I went ahead and installed this shelf here. And doing a little brainstorming. I looked on Amazon for a light. Only one RGB I could find was 12 inches by, I think it was a flush mount, and it's going to be like 2 inches recessed off the wall. So I probably will put either PS1 games or collectibles up there. And the only downfall to the shelving is whenever you house games like this here, it's going to hide like about 10 games, I say. Which one was that? So it's going to hide 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's going to hide 9 games from you. So I can put those 9 undesirable games that I'm not going to be playing back behind there, just to, you know. But that's really the only downfall with having a shelving unit like this. I could turn them like as I get them in here, just like turn them with the flow of the curb. We'll see how it looks when everything's filled up. We'll like that. But yeah, that's the only downfall about this that 90 that I don't like, but I think it'll be okay. I'm cool with it. I'm liking it. Let me know down below what you guys think. But yeah, I was just doing a little brainstorming. Thought I'd just share my thoughts about the shelving unit. Let me know down below, guys, in the comment what you guys think. Alright guys, so we got all the upper shelves in to chest level. Now I'm just going to reverse the process. And to do that, I had to do some adjusting. I had to cut this bottom board down here 14 5/8. And now it's going to be 8 5/8 with the shelf and the rip all the way up. And that should match perfectly to the bottom of this last shelf we finished coming from the top down. That should wind up beautiful and at 8 5/8. So when I put this bottom portion in, I went ahead and cut all my my shelving and stuck them in here on these C-clamps to hold them, because once you get this space more tightened as you put a shelf in, it will be hard to maneuver the shelving in here. So I went ahead and put those in there and let the C-clamps hold them. And as I need one, I just pull one out and dropped it down into place and then nailed it into the top of the rip of the plywood on the wall. So all I got left, guys, is one more rip here, and then a shelf, and then one more rip here that's going to go up under the bottom of here, and then this thing will be finished up. So let me go ahead and head outside, get my 2 8-inch rips ripped, measured in. And as I got to this point, guys, I realized that I do have to make splices here. And then this one's going to be spliced here. I didn't want to put the splices in the same spot, which it really doesn't matter because it's not going to be seen once this thing is housing video games. But I did have to put a splice here because I couldn't maneuver this 47-inch piece of rip in here, and I didn't really think about it. But this is not a big deal to me, this rip. I'm just going to stagger the next one, and then the very top one will be staggered back over here onto this stud in the wall. But that's the only issue, guys. So let's go ahead and get it handled, and then I'll show y'all guys the finished product. And I will be putting some door trim here and baseboard all the way around. Some more trim here. And then I can take this curtain down. I just got this curtain there just, you know, for privacy for right now. Like I said, me and my wife, we bought this place and been doing a total renovation room by room. But before I did room by room, I had to rip all the drywall down in the whole place. New insulation, new drywall, new electrical through the whole place. Still a lot to do, guys, in this place. So make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn the bell on so you can see more of these builds as I proceed on this journey. All right, guys, so we got the shelving handle. Everything's in place. I just put some stuff up here just to see how it's going to look. This is all just coming back down. I was just trying to place some things. I may not even house games on the side. I might just put like some collectibles on the side because these side shelves are a little bit wider than these back shelves here. May just put the game straight across the shelf and then house some like collectibles on both sides. But I have been taking my torch down here, guys. Sorry for the lighting too, guys. It's terrible until I get this light installed. But I've just been taking my torch right here and I'm just burning this stuff, giving it this little burn effect so all the wood grain actually pops out. So I'm kind of liking that. So let me get that finished up, guys. I am going to start putting some trim on this, but that will probably be in the next episode of the video. But let me know down below what you guys think so far. I really like it. I also did my window trim like that as well. Just, you know, and I still got to put my plates on for my receptacles. I mean, you got to handle all that stuff. But like I was saying, I'm just trying to go room by room and get everything finished. That way I don't have to come back in this room and do anything else to it. But yeah, I'm really digging the shelving, guys. It's actually going to help out a lot with clutter so I can get my games and all my collectibles handled. And it's really, really going to look really nice once I get this light installed. Because I was looking on Amazon and they do have some 12-inch flush mount RGB lighting that I can just mount right here. So that's going to look pretty good, I think, guys. But like always, guys, thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.